what's up, you guys? This is Just Doing Sean. I wanted to come on and show you guys something, and hopefully I can get, I don't know how to get my, when I'm facing this way, how to get a light to come up on underneath, but I'm just wanted to show you guys some of the mold that I'm finding. It's like that, it grows on food and things like that, but it's caused from moisture. So all of this right here, I now have to probably have all my seats removed. Yep, it's that bad. Under this side, I'm like not happy, but it's also awesome that I caught it. It took, you guys ready? It took 6 weeks, only 6 weeks for it to get fuzzy, yucky, gross, disgusting mold. I kid you not. And it's like all under here, all under there. It's rusted. There's water beads like these that are in this door on the seal right in here. You can't really see it, and I don't have my battery. This is all like yucky mold growing in here. The carpet along just the edge is wet. It's not molded. It probably is if I lift it up. Now that I've seen that other stuff, I probably got a lot of mold under here. So again, that's all because I almost fell over. See how I get tired, and once I get tired, I start weeble wobbling, and Shaw don't want to fall down. There is all the water, here we go again, weather strip that needs to be replaced. When I was taking my truck in to all these different mechanics, and one of them particularly I'm talking about, I asked for him to check out everything, make sure it's not leaking, make sure it's, you know, and so there's some things like when you take it in and it's like, you know, and they're paying, you're paying by the hour. So if it's a hard job and they're, you know, already working on one thing, but if you take your truck in and you say, hey, I've got the money, I'm going to be living in this truck most likely because I'm traveling in it. It's going to be what I'm going to be staying in when I'm on the road. Can you make sure it's road ready? To me, road ready means if I put my behind in that driver's seat over there, you've checked it and made sure that it's safe for me, for my needs. Not what you think I'm going to use it for, what I'm using it for. And I need to make sure it's not leaking, that it's not leaking anywhere else in the front. I paid quite a bit of, I can't tell you guys how much money I put in this truck. It upsets me because had I been able to do it myself, I'd have made sure it got done right. And all I can do is trust the people that say they are doing it, and you know, they'll check something, but they're not really getting and hearing. When I said go ahead and replace the wires, I said it twice to people, 2 different times, and I dropped about probably $1,500 at one place and another $1,200 at another place, $1,500. And then what happened was this light went out again, and when I took it to the Chevy place here to get the recall fixed on it for the airbag that they didn't even fix, and still charged me $200 to tell me my truck needed $8,000 worth of work. No, it didn't. I got the work done for about $1,200. Okay, so again, and there's still stuff I probably should do, like the oil pan seal, just things like that. And it's not bad at all. So I need to make sure I'm keeping up on the maintenance though, right? Even especially when it's setting. So I'm working on, my daughter's helping me get rid of some clothes that I've been carrying around. I had nice clothes. I had a good job and I had nice clothes. I'm young spirited, so I wear younger clothes. And I told her, I'm like, I need to get on the road. That's what I want more than anything. So it's disheartening that the mold, and it's like food and there's mold growing, but that's easy to get out. I'm not as worried about that. It's what I'm seeing underneath my seat, the beads of water and my seat frame rusting. Yeah, it rusted. This has happened in 6 weeks. Absolutely heartbreaking. But it's where I live. I've always, this was not in a covered parking before with my friend. He had it out in front of our neighborhood, so I knew the truck. I watched the truck. I drooled over this truck. Like, I love this truck. I would love for somebody to pimp my ride. I'm just saying, if you're out there and you guys are still pimping rides and you want to help a sister out, man, I appreciate you so much. I'll volunteer. I have a tent. I'll even sleep in my tent if it's warm. If it's not, then I'm going to get me one of those cabin tents, and shell has to be warm. I can't take the cold. So I'm definitely going to end up being a snowbird. And yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm not going to get upset. I can't get upset because I've already done that, and it doesn't do me any good to get upset. What does me good is figuring out how do I move forward and setting boundaries with people that get in my way and become stumbling blocks. So that's something that I had to work on, and I have to continue to work on it. And the one thing right now is I feel super happy about where I am and the friends I have and the people that are reaching out to me and the people I'm connected with. That is cool. That is when I just go, you know what? Don't focus on the negative, because that's going to be part of what's going to bring in more blessings. That's how I look at it now. And some days I'll get funky. I'm not perfect. I mean, God, this is a huge progress for me to be able to come here and be able to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to remember I wanted to get away from everybody, remember? I don't even want to be around nobody. Well, I was by myself a lot the last 4 months since I moved out of my apartment. And then I wasn't really by myself as much at the other place, but since I've been here, I'm so clear-minded is a good word. I'm clear-minded, and I'm definitely dancing into 2023. Definitely. So I can't wait for the fish to start running. I'm ready for that too. I'm ready to go fishing. That is something I'm doing more of this year. That's how I got connected with all those fishing people. Misty Hawk Fishing and Pacific Northwest Fishing and Washington Fish Quest. You guys kill me with these names. That's how I got started with all of it, because I mentioned him in Cabela's. Yeah. And that I wanted to go fishing, and then from there it just kind of went crazy. So it's really cool to know this is all happening because I took a chance, and everyone out there is just as imperfect as I am, and it's awesome. You finally feel like, you fit in somewhere. So there's a dude, Brandon Dust Off Fishing. That guy amazes me too. I mean, he's always pushing. He's flying helicopters, and he's awesome. And you guys know how much I love helicopters. So it's been just the way you connect with people, and then the people you connect with after that, and how you interact with people. And you definitely will teach people how to treat you. So that's something that I pay attention to is, if and media, you guys, you really have to watch it on media. I didn't like media. I didn't want to be a part of media. But kind of, during the COVID thing is like, well, because I'm a sponge and I'm always looking for information, which can be a bad thing, because I usually can find it. I found all of this, and can you imagine if I was going through this without what I have and without the people that I love and the people that I'm meeting? I can't. I wouldn't want to. I'll just leave it there. I've never seen so much in my life, but the one thing that has helped me to deal with all of it, because I didn't think there were any good people left, right? I'm seeing completely the opposite. There's so many good people out there that have so many different channels, and I love it. I love promoting people. I love encouraging people. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I was called to do. All of you are. You're not called to be mean and be hateful and be all that to people. It's like, who are you? You don't have the right to do that. State your case and move on. You know, sometimes you gotta choose not to be offended. Bottom line, some of this petty stuff is ridiculous. You got people out on the street starving to death. I know where I would be right now if I didn't have the people in my life that I have. So I guess that's what I was saying is, just because you're sitting warm and you see somebody that maybe it's like you see them doing drugs even on the street. Like, it's happening. Like, it's pitiful. I never saw that here before. It existed. I mean, you see that. It's not like it doesn't exist, but to see and these people are sick, you guys. That is a physiological, what is that what you call it? Physiological disease. Like, you don't just get over that. And you are very uninformed if you think you can. There's people that spend their entire lives devoted to recovery so they don't relapse. And I'm just being honest with you guys. I didn't do that stuff. I stayed away from it. I was scared of it. Needles. I take medications, and I got to be careful with my medications. Some of them. You know, I don't drink, so that's a big, huge plus. And you have to learn to just accept people where they are. And if you don't want to be around it, that's okay too. It really is. And we need to allow people that. And if we're not, then there's something else that we need to be coping and dealing with, right? So I don't know. I'm hopeful. Now tomorrow I may wake up and feel hateful and mean, and I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to look at nobody. And I mean, I never know. You never know what you're going to wake up to. And you hope that you wake up. At my age, I'll be 54 in April. I can't even believe it sometimes. Like, 54. That's crazy to me, you guys. 54. Yeah. Like, where did I go? Well, here I am. That's how I feel. Here I am. And, yesterday I was laughing. You guys, I'm getting so wobbly out here. My back has been hurting super bad because it is cold out here today. Yesterday was a good day, but I was hurting really bad. And I'm like, I have to, shower and feel good and dance around the living room with my suitcase because travel needs to be in my future. Definitely, right? That's 2023. I mean, that's my goal, is to get on the road, but I'm not gonna push what's not ready. And that stuff with my truck, yeah, I can't be in that stuff. That's bad. You cannot be sleeping in that stuff. It'll make you so sick. And it'll lighten up here, but it's gonna be months. I still got to get through January and February. And you can have a lot of ice between now and then. And then in March, it'll start springing out and flowers and trees blooming. But it'll still probably be a lot of rain. And it'll be that way till May. So I've got some time ahead of me that I'm going to have to kind of brace it and figure out how am I going to get my rig covered up until I can get it fixed. So I may have to go get a bigger tarp, a heavy duty tarp, and kind of rig up a way to cover that up, the whole entire truck. So it sucks, but that's just the way it's going to be right now, because I'm not going to sit there and let it ruin. I've worked too hard. You don't even understand how hard I've worked, and what I sacrificed, and how much I gave up. And all I asked for was a truck that I could be in that was decent, not new. I don't want none of that new stuff. I mean, this is almost too new. It was like, my friend was laughing at me, like, is it too much? You know, I'm like, it almost was. It took me forever to figure it out because I wasn't driving it. But then I drove it to Colorado last year, a year ago in August. And I went through Wyoming and Idaho and Utah. Woo! That was so pretty. It wasn't a good trip. Like, it wasn't a fun trip. It was a family issue, and it needed to be done, you know. So I got on the road, and you guys, that truck broke down on me on the road, but it got me back home. And man, I don't even know how sometimes. Like, I still was having radiator issues. But what I did do is I kept stopping every couple hours. For one, my back kills me. I needed to get out and stretch. I can't drive like that. So I can't do driving jobs. It's just not going to happen. My hips are shot. And right now they're giving me a hard time even about getting an MRI. So, yeah, I mean, it's just things like that I'm dealing with, on top of now my truck is full of mold in the front. And it's right now it's only in the front. So that's a good thing. But it's something I got to deal with fast, or else it'll be in the whole truck, and that'll make me too sad. All right, I got to go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me the last couple days, and I'm excited. I promise to come on more. I'll start doing videos of the truck. I have a lot of footage right now. It's just trying to get internet service and editing programs so that I can get it. And then storage. Storage is a big, huge issue because I don't delete the videos right away. I have a lot of footage that I need to go through and then delete what I'm not going to use. That's a lot of it. Yeah, so no excuses though. I'll be better. And you guys remember, if you don't see me on here, go check me out on Instagram. Follow me on there. I do quick little video reels of what I'm doing. Sometimes I act crazy and act out. Keeps me sane. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be kind. Everybody's going through something. And this year, be healthy. It's so important to love yourself first. I know everybody can say, I love you, I love you, I love you. But until you love you, you can't really receive love from anybody else. And that's what I had to learn, is I need to love. I need to be able to receive love to give love, if that makes sense. All right, Toodaloo. Take care.